Hello, can everybody hear me? It's Wednesday. Oh, yay. Oh, I see so many of you here already. I love it how you're all doing the introductions already. Please share where you're joining us from. And if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. My name is Elise Beck, and you see my website right here in the little text bar below. Let's see. Let me scroll up. I'm missing comments. Let's see here. Oh, let me check real quick that we're live in Facebook as well. Still crossing my fingers because we all have tech snafus, right? Let me go and check really quick there. Or I'm gonna give people the link so they can come join us here on YouTube if they can't see us live. Oh, I'm there. I'm there. Let me go and pin myself. Pin, pin. And let me go ahead and hey friends. We are live right now. Come join us. Do-do-do. At everyone. Boom. Pyong. Okay, done. And if you are joining us from Facebook, please say hello. And let me go back and check the comments here real quick. Who is here? We have Nancy's here. Nancy's here. And Julie's, I guess Julie's here. Hello, Julie, Queen of Dilly Flowers. Where's Julie? Oh, there you go. I see Julie. Says, hey, Nancy. Oh, it's pleasant and sunny in New York today. Love it. I love it. And let's see. Tammy's joining us. We have cloudy skies and lots of wind, but most of the snow is gone. Ooh, lovely. Oh, we're having wind warnings where I am today. So if my internet is a little like, if I start freezing, you know why that is. But hopefully nothing's gonna happen. And Lori's here. Woohoo! Whoop whoop. Let's see. Let's see here. So Julie's here. Julie's from Louisiana. Lori's here from Pittsburgh. And Tammy says, hello, Elise from St. Paul, Alberta, Canada. Ooh, lovely. I have some friends in Canada. Love that. And Mary's joining us too from Sioux Falls. And Rhonda's also here. Happy EPP Wednesday, y'all. And happy hello from Charleston. Let's see. Oh, Pilar. Wow, from Lima, Peru. Welcome. I think it's your first time here, yeah? First time here, yes. Oh, welcome, welcome. How's the, oops, I'm like shaking everything. How's the weather where you are? We're so glad you're here today. And Shelly's in sunny and warm Indiana. I think spring is coming here to the US, right? And tell me I'm not the only one suffering from like this whole daylight time change thing. Like it's just like thrown off my whole everything. So I'm just getting used to it. It's like, what? It's time to go to bed already? It's like, oh, okay. Oh, it's time to get up already? Okay. Yeah, it's been a struggle for like a few days. But my dogs, they don't know the difference. They still want to go to bed and wake up at their own like what's it, circadian rhythms? Is that what it is? They have their own schedule. So it's like, okay. Let's see here. Oh, Teresa's joining us. Hello, Mary Ellen's from Facebook. Oh, and I can see Mary Ellen's name. That means she gave Ecamm Live permission for me to see your name. Thank you, thank you. And I have a Facebook user. Hello from West Virginia. Cannot see your name, but that is a-okay. Just let me know in the comment who it is. Or I can go and take a peeky boo. Oh, I see Nancy's here from Montana. Andrea from Michigan. Val. Yep, wind warning here too. Yeah. And oh, that's Michelle from West Virginia. Hey, yoo And our Richards from New Zealand. Hello, welcome, welcome. And Marit from Norway. Hey, hey, so glad you're here. All right, so we got a lot of new people today. So usually what we do in the beginning is just introduce ourselves in the comments and let us all know how the weather is where you are, because that's something we all have in common, right? Weather, it's all can affect us in good ways and bad ways, but it's something we can all relate to. And Nancy asked, "Oh, did the snow melt?" There's still snow on the mountains surrounding me, but it's been fairly warm. But it gets chilly at night, and then no more rain, so that means the snow will start melting away. But yeah, it's been melting a lot. Oh, and Linda is from Northern Indiana. Is that it? Oh, Brazil. Well, like we're totally like super international today. I love it. Love it. All right. So today we're doing the Dilly setting diamonds and triangles. I wanted to show you how to utilize those pieces when you're going to assemble your Dilly flower hexagons. If you're just using Dilly flowers and you're not using the edges, I mean Dilly edges, then the setting diamonds and triangles is something you don't have to worry about. But it might be good to kind of watch this and kind of get ideas for something that you might want to do in the future, or how you can expand your projects into something different by using those pieces, right, to add to your quilt tops or table toppers, mug rugs, perhaps. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and cover some variations. I'm gonna show you from our coloring pages that a whole bunch of you have been able to go and download for free. Remember, the code is still live on my blog post about the dilly flowers on my blog, and if you go to my website and do /blog, it'll take you straight to my blog page. And if you scroll down to the dilly flower sew along blog, scroll to the bottom, has a little code for you, and go and use that in my Shopify store, which is this one right here. Look at this, fancy today. Go to elise.live/shop, and that takes you to my Shopify store, not my Etsy shop. That goes straight to my shop, and you can enter the code to get the Dilly Flower 16 pages of coloring pages for free there. So that's a good way to utilize it. And I'm gonna switch cameras so we can actually go ahead and look at the options that you have with the setting diamonds and triangles. Let's do that. Ta-da, ta-da. Love it when technology works. And see, and I am still showing. Okay, if you lose sound, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna keep on making sure I check the comments too, so I'm not yapping away into the ethers of the internet, right? Oh, Susan's here. Hi, Susan. And let's see. Oh, it's Liz from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Hi, Liz. Oh, South Africa. Welcome, welcome. South Carolina. Oh, Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah. Love it, love it. Okay. So as you can see, I have my coloring pages printed out here. And you see there's a lot of different variations. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, I have my highlighters here just so I could kind of show you. So you can see in the beginning when we first started, I kind of went over briefly about the setting diamonds and triangles, right? The options that you have. But let me switch to a version where you can see them more clearly. So these pages all have the setting diamonds and triangles, and they're part of the coloring pages. So this one's nice and big, easy to see. So this one only has the setting diamonds here, right? Can see those. And for those of you that got the complete bundle for your 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1 inch dilly flowers, these were the setting diamond variations. They were all included with that pack. So you see I have these setting diamonds here. So they're just filling in the gaps between the 7 hexagon dilly flower hexagons, just so that you get one big hexagon, right? Like so. Like that. And I'm going to show you the papers from the 1/2 inch variation, just so you can see what they look like. So go ahead and open that up. So these are the diamonds that you get in the setting diamonds and triangles. Okay. And let me switch to the next page. If you have any questions about the setting diamonds and triangles, please let me know in the comments too. And this one is super light, so you might not be able to see, but it actually has the split line here, showing that you could do a variation of setting triangles instead of diamonds. If, for some example, you want to fussy cut two fabrics, perhaps. So that's where these pieces come in handy. So far, we covered the diamonds, and then you have setting triangles that are half diamonds, right? So 2 triangles make up 1 diamond. Like that, if I hold it up. So, and those you can fill in on the edges instead as well if you don't want to do full diamonds. Ooh, that Sharpie is smelling strong. Meow. And let me switch to the next variation here. See how you get this, like, how many sides is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-sided. Is that a dodecagon? 12-sided item? It's something, something, right? Or is dodecagon is 10-side. What's a 12-sided project? Let's Google that. 12-sided project. Polygon. Polygon. What's its name? It is a dodecagon. Oh my god, look at that. Ah. It was a dodecagon. All right, I got it right. So in the setting diamonds and triangles pack so far, we've talked about the diamonds, the triangles. Let me just grab one of each like that. And then you have one half triangle the lengthwise way of the diamond. And those you can use to fill in these gaps here to get a dodecagon shaped table topper perhaps with your dilly flower hexagons. Let me fill that in a little quick. Oh, this is giving me anxiety not filling in inside the lines, but you know what I mean, right? So that's the shape. Okay. And leave those there so you can kind of see. And then we have another variation where same shape that we just talked about would go in right here. So you would kind of get this little slightly elongated project and then have the triangles here that you can see, right? I'm gonna fill that in so you can see the contrast. So you can mix and match. So there's lots of different variations that you could play with, or you could just do the whole diamond in here as well. Any questions? Robin, hello! So glad you made it. And we have a Facebook user watching from the UK. Welcome, welcome. Like so. And now this, see how we're mixing all the setting diamonds and triangle fun combos here? Yes. So what are we doing? So we got the diamond here, full diamond, right there, right? Diamond. Let me do like so, full diamond. And then we've got the triangles here, half diamonds, but they're triangles, like so, on two opposite sides. And then we got the lengthwise half diamond or elongated triangle here on the edges. We got two more diamonds on the edges here, two doubles. So there's lots of different ways you can play with this. And then we have the quarter diamond, which is also a little triangle, but they go here, right here in the corners. Let me fill those in. So in your full set, either as a download or in the paper pack, you get all four variations of this diamond. So the triangle this way, that way, and the quarter diamond. So you can play with all your layouts. So there's like an endless amount of possibilities that you could play with these. So you could even make this look kind of like a star, right? If you add the triangles here and add more border pieces with diamonds. Does this make sense? Yes? Yes, yes. I'm just gonna assume it does make sense. So here's another variation off of this. So you could make these dilly flower hexagons, the 7 pieces. Start with those, and then keep on adding in the setting diamonds and triangles to square it off into a squared piece, right? So with straight edges, super fun. Let me see. And here you see bigger mix, yeah. And so if you decide to do a quilt top with lots of dilly flower hexagons, like Julie here, our reigning dilly flower queen. Julie! This is where you can mix in. See how we have the setting diamonds right here? And then we have the triangles, half diamonds, which are also triangles up there. We got the quarter diamonds, and then we have the edge pieces going all the way down the sides. So with those four shapes, I mean, like, yeah, truly, there are endless possibilities for you to lay out your project. And also, you can definitely go where you just do the leaf flower hexagons, and there's no setting diamonds or triangles in between. Let's see, I should have a coloring page on that too. So I tried to think of all the different variations and possibilities that you could play with, just so that it would be easy to imagine. And then if you prefer not to have any setting diamonds or triangles at all, this is what your layout would look like, with just the leaf flower hexagons tucked into each other. So they would be like this. And I've got my half-inch ones prepared here so that I can show. Oh, well, here's some extra edges. So then you would just tuck the hexagons like any other hexagon quilt, right? So they all fit in together like this, snug. No setting diamonds or triangles anywhere in sight. But if you want to play with it, you can go ahead and start adding these, and then you will get a whole different look. Let me move that down a little bit. I can start putting in my setting diamonds and triangles here in between and decide on how I want my project to look. I'm gonna add that there and turn this into a mug rug with half-inch dilly flowers. Why not? Dun, dun, dun. Like so. So it's kind of like a EPP puzzle, right? Like that. So then you got a little dilly flower mug rug with four mini dilly flower hexagons. And these are the half-inch variation. I hope this makes sense. Let me check on Facebook too. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. I don't see any questions on Facebook. I don't see any questions here. So let's go on. So let's go ahead and baste our pieces today. And it's fairly easy. I know there's a slight lag on the internet. So if I went too fast, just stop me and we'll go back. I do not mind at all. Let's put these pieces back. Let's see. And how many dilly flower hexagons have you all made? I would love to know. Oh, Julie says, love that version. Excuse me. This cough is not going away. It's like I lose my breath. It's like, and then and then it's like, ooh. Let me try to breathe again. Because I think when I get excited, it's like, ah, yeah. So I need to calm down. Calm down, Elise. Ooh, hello, Mary Ellen. Got all 7 done. Love it. Congratulations. So now I hope you were able to grab the coloring pages too, Mary Ellen, and that's gonna help you like with your layout. You can start coloring. Or if you got all 7, you can just start with playing with those and start laying them out on a table on the floor and see how you want to place them. Or if you want to keep on building, right? Because you can take out the papers and reuse them. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna start with the diamond. Oh, before I do, let me show you. Here's my 1-inch variation. I had a question in Facebook. Someone asked me, they just want to do a table topper. So these are with the 1-inch dilly flower hexagons. See how the size difference is, how big the size difference is. So these are the 1/2 inch on top of the 1-inch dilly flower hexagons. Or are these 3/4? Am I lying? Oh no, these are the 3/4 inch dilly flower hexagons. I was like, it looks mighty small. So 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch, and I have the 1 inch behind me. Then with the 1 inch, you will get a nice big table topper, right? If you do 7 of these, so you can see the size difference right here. So you got 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. So lots of different things that you can play with here. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and baste some lily flower setting diamonds and triangles. Remove that. Oh yeah, and do you remember how I was saying do play with having the focus on the flowers versus having the focus on the background pieces, right? See how this one is like super busy, but I kind of love it because it's scrappy happy. Lots of different greens, lots of different reds. So you can mix and match if you got lots of, fun scraps that you want to use up. Good way to do that. Or if you just like scrappy, why not? But here I've done scrappy background, dilly edges, and all white flowers, right? So it just calms it down a little bit. Not quite as busy as this one, but I still love it. Yes. So lots of different variations that you can make. But for the majority of the dilly flowers that I have made, the focus has been on the flowers and just a very neutral background, right? So you can definitely switch that around and do neutral flowers and busy or focused background colors. Hope that makes sense. Yay! All right, so the setting diamonds and triangles are super easy to use and fun too. And let me show you with the acrylic template. This one, I didn't take off the edges just to show you. I'm using one with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This paper comes off. It's covered on both sides. And you just peel it off. It comes off really easily. And I can go ahead and peel that off too. But just so you know, I'm using the one with the 1/4 inch seam allowance. So these are for the 1/2 inch dilly flowers, setting diamonds and triangles. And it's a 4-in-1 acrylic, meaning that you can start, I'm going to flip it a little bit because of the glare, because we can use this one to fussy cut or trace and cut for all 4 pieces of the setting diamond, right? So for the first one, we have if you just trace the whole template, you get it for the setting diamond. So let's go ahead and do that. And the good thing with acrylic templates is that you can just kind of sneak it in somewhere and make sure that it fits. This looks good. I'm just using a friction-like pen that just irons away with the heat. Oops. There we go. Make sure I drew it. Okay, see that? That's the diamond. Oh, my head's like in the way. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now you see all the pieces and the acrylic. All right. And then if I wanted to trace the half triangle, or what, I mean, half diamond, which is a triangle, right? So 2 pieces of the diamond makes into these triangles when I split it in half. And you see the markings for those here. See the little holes? And let me see if I can angle it. There we go. And there's dotted lines where the seam allowance is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and squish that in there. And I can trace it. And mark my little holes here where the seam allowance is. And then I can just cut straight line. It's not that hard. But for bigger pieces, I would go ahead and just connect the dots just so you have a straight line like that. Okay? And let's do the diamond cut lengthwise, half triangle this way. And again, you'll see see the dotted lines where the seam allowance is. It's hard to show with the glare. There we go. And then marking holes. Okay? So I'm going to come in here. Put that up. I'm just making sure I'm drawing it extra dark just so you can see. And marking my holes where the seam allowance is. And now I can just come and connect the dots. Connect the dots. Like so. I got my piece there. And I'll show you with the paper on top. So now it has the seam allowance going all the way around, right? Yay! And let's do the 1/4 diamond. just for funsies. Let's see here. Got that one. And we got the markings for it right here. It's where shall we squeeze it in? I'm just gonna do it odd, just so you can see all the possibilities. Let's see. Right there's gonna. Oh, we don't wanna cut on the selvage because that's not gonna flex for you. Uh oh no, Vicky, I hope you feel better soon. Oh, let's see. Oh, so Julie's working on the last of her Disney Dilly flowers. Oh, Anne joined us. Hey, hello. So glad you're here. Oh, and Nancy suggested using sandpaper board under the fabric to keep it from moving around. Yes, I got it. I got one, and then I couldn't find it, and then I found it, and then I forget to use it. But thank you for the reminder, Nancy. Yes, those come in handy. It'll keep your fabric from slipping. So yeah, that's a super tip. Love that. Thank you. And we have Angela from Huntsville, Alabama, joining us from Facebook. Hello. And Vicky, this is Vicky. I just peeked over on Facebook, and so hope you feel better soon. Aw, dang it. Silly bug is like getting all of us, I think. So I'm gonna trace my quarter diamond. Ta-da. Just mark my seam allowance. And I can just connect the dots. Zoop. And zoop. There we go. So I got my 4 pieces right there. So it's a 4-in-1 acrylic template. And the dotted lines are where the seam allowance is. And so that's where you want to mark your holes, okay? Let's go. And now let me grab my scissors. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out. And I much prefer to cut my fabric pieces out with scissors versus rotary cutters because I get more precision this way. And I can just trace my pieces this way and that way. And doesn't have to be super organized. And I don't have to worry about a rotary cutter overcutting. There we go. But I know there's a lot of folks that are like super skilled cutting with their rotary cutters. I tend to cut too much and then like, oh, I can use a big chunk of fabric because I cut too much with the rotary cutter. There we go. Trim that corner. So are we team rotary cutter or team scissors cutting your fabrics here in the group? I would love to know. I'm just gonna cut up here. Zoop. All right, there we go. Go. Oh, thank you, Anne. Yeah, when I was debating, like, should I split it into 4 different templates or it's like overkill, right? Because I'm like, there's gotta be a better way to like combine them. And then after some tweaking and experimenting, I'm like, oh, it's 4-in-1 template. It should work. It was just a matter of finding out a way to mark the seam allowance and the cutting, marking holes so that it would make sense. But yeah, the more you play with it, it makes sense. It might look a little confusing when you first grab it and look like, what are all these like lines and holes, right? But then once you start tracing, you'll see that the holes are along the seam allowance cut line. Okay, hope that makes sense. Yes. uh, so Nancy cuts with scissors, yes, and then Facebook user both long cuts with rotary. Oh, you're brave. You're braver than I am. Oh, that's Susan. Yeah, because what happens is that usually with rotary cutter, I end up cutting way beyond, and then it's like a big piece of fabric I won't be able to use anymore. But if it's just squares and rectangles, yeah, then I don't mind using a rotary cutter. Let's see, and Robin uses scissors, and Tammy uses scissors too, right? Yes, I think I love scissors. And these are surprisingly comfortable. Usually I like to use the Fiskars with the spring-loaded scissors, but because I can fit my whole hand in here, I don't mind these at all. And they're very, very sharp. So just be careful you don't sharp as in cutting and very sharp in the tip, see? So just make sure you don't drop these on your feet because they will hurt. And do not ask me how I know. So I've really been enjoying these scissors. Yeah, and I yeah, I'll be honest. The spring-loaded scissors, they're hiding somewhere. Whew. So now let's go ahead and grab a template. My handy dandy glue stick. Let's grab a dark one. Okay, this. Uh oh, we got Hannes you. Hey from Denmark. I'm gonna guess. Oh no, it's Mette. Oh hello. Hello, hello, welcome. So glad you're here. And we have this Facebook user uses a small blade. Oh, that's Susan. Uh oh, Shelly. Hey, I don't discriminate. I use whatever is nearby. Yes, love that too. Okay. So, for those of you that are new to me, I prefer to baste opposite sides just so I have my tails facing opposite ways. But you can definitely do based if to have the tails going the same facing the same way if you want. Your choice. I just prefer to have them twirling in the opposite directions. And I found that most of my projects I'm better able to nest the tails when I do so. Let's see. So what I mean by that is like this, and then I do the opposite side. And then we want to try to avoid putting glue right on the edge. Oh, you can't see on the camera here. Oh, so I'm going to put extra. See? So try to avoid putting glue all the way to the edge. And don't put that much. It's just so you can see here. And now I can put the glue on the opposite sides. And I'm going to glue all the way on my fabric too. Because I want the seam allowance to stay put like so. And see how we get the little tail facing to the left over here. And now when I glue baste this side, I get a little tail. And guess what? It's going to face in the opposite direction. So I got tail facing this way and a tail facing this way. But if you prefer, you can go ahead and baste them so they face the same direction. Just stay consistent because it'll help when you start layering, using a lot of pieces that have tails like this, and you need to nest them together or have them overlap for other projects. It's just about a matter about getting in a good habit of keeping it consistent, whether you have them facing all left, all right, or opposite direction, like I did here. For those of you that have made a lot of diamond projects where you have 6 sides connecting in the center, you know that you end up with a lot of bulk from all these little tails. So having them all face in the same direction, you're able to overlap them and they'll lay flatter instead of crisscrossing, right? So once you get to one of those projects, you'll be like, oh, that's what at least meant. Now I'm gonna do this. And where's my triangle? Oops. Like so, and then we just go around. Uh, and Julie said, I found some. Uh, wait, I found some such like yours. but another name on Hobby Lobby. Lot cheaper. Comes in 3 sizes. Do you mean the scissors? I seen other kinds on Amazon too. Just that I've never heard of it. It looks exactly the same, so I wasn't sure if it's the same manufacturer, but different name. So I wonder, yeah, it's kind of like the Soul Line glue sticks, right? They're all the same manufacturer, but they're just branded with different people's company names, like so. Uh, Oh, and Tammy asks, how do you get your glue to be nice and rounded? When I glue, I tend to go around, like I do do do, kind of like how do you for all our lipstick users, like do you apply your lipstick flat on your lip or do you apply it at an angle? So same concept with the glue here. Start applying it at an angle, and as you're using it, you're gonna keep on rotating your glue stick a little bit, so then you end up with a rounded tip like this. Let me see if I have a new one. Oop, that's flat. See, this one is still fairly new, so it's not quite as rounded yet because I'm trying to go around the edges, but I haven't got around to the backside yet. See, I've only come halfway around. I hope that makes sense. Now you can actually switch off. So, I'm just gonna go around this one here. Did I miss anything else? And Susan says, my doer has gotten up and went. Haven't felt like a EPP for a bit now. Oh, Susan, I think, yeah, like, that whole, like, where you want to create or make certain arts and crafts or whatever it is, it comes and goes with waves, right? So if you're not feeling it for a while, then just take a break and try doing something different. You don't have to like keep on going, right? So those are some options you have. You get to decide. Like if you're not feeling it, yeah, put it away. I think that's why for me it's with big projects. I get tired of it. It gets boring, right? Because I'm just doing the same thing over and over. So that's why I like smaller projects, and that's why I have so many VIPs or WIPs, the WIPs, works in progress. Yeah, they're just sitting there waiting for me, like, hello, lady, when are you gonna get to us? But it's because I lose steam if I'm working on a big project, and then it just sits there until I feel the mojo again. It's like, oh, I'm gonna pick it up and finish it this time. So I'm definitely a fan of smaller projects because of that reason, because I can finish it in a shorter amount of time, and I feel so good after I finish a project too. And then we got this. So this one has the big long tails. So just so you know, I do try to base the longest side last simply because it might be the end piece that I need to undo anyways, right? Let's say it goes right here. So it's going to go right in the edge there. And so when I'm ready to take all my papers out, I'm going to want to open this seam allowance up anyways, right? Let's do that. And same for this one. Let's do it this way so they're facing. No, this doesn't make any sense. Here we go. So now I have the tails twirling, and I can go ahead. I have the option of opening up my seam allowance. Don't be too stuck on which way the seam allowance faces on your edge pieces or setting diamonds and triangles yet. As you're working on a bigger project, you're going to start to see like, oh, this is the order I should base in to make it easier. But generally, I try to base the longest side last, especially if I know it's an edge piece like this. That's going to go on the outside where I want to open it up anyways. but it's a lot of experimenting done, especially with finishing pieces like this. Let's see. Uh, UFOs. Yes, UFOs. Works in progress. It's just a big whole hunkin' stack. Let's see here. Oh, so Facebook user, follow you for quite some time and finally new member to the APP Society group. Welcome! Already received my daily templates and completed many hours of practicing, so I'll start my daily flower journey with this wonderful group. Woo! We're so excited! Oh, and that's Angela. I just peeked over in the Facebook group. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You know, the daily flowers were Julie here, Julie's first EPP project. So, yeah, it's very doable. Don't feel like you need to practice too much. Just jump in. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, and Tammy. Oh, wait. Nancy says my cat is on my lap, pinning me down. Oh, sorry. Well, it's a good kind of, she just wants to cuddle with you, right? And Tammy started using the glue stick, and I'm iffy with it. Play with it. If you don't like it, if you hate it, just try thread basting. Maybe that's something you're more happy with. As long as it's a process, you got options, right? And the good thing with having, let me see here. Mm, uh, where's my face? There we go. The good thing with having options is that you can experiment, try the different methods of glue basting, thread basting. Maybe the Soul Line glue pens will be a better choice for you. They're thinner glue sticks. So experiment, see what you like better. There's no right or wrong way. And if you're hating the glue sticks, then don't do it because this should be a process that you enjoy, right? And try the thread basting. So once you have something to compare, you might be like, maybe it's worth the little stickiness from the glue because I'm not loving thread basting. Or you might be like, oh my god, I love thread basting. Then stick to that. So there's no right or wrong. Experiment with all the different ways that you can do something, including basting, thread basting, glue basting. Definitely experiment. Let's see. Hello from Kent, London. Who's this? Who that? Oh, that's Jackie. Hello, Jackie. So glad you're here today. And Pam, first live I've caught on Facebook. Hey from West Virginia. Oh, did I miss? Oh, there you go. That's Pam. Hello. So glad you made it. Any questions? Dun, dun, dun. So, if you just joined us, I just covered the coloring pages that has all the options for different layouts on the Dilly Flower hexagons. And if it's first time for you to see the Dilly Flowers and the Dilly Flower edges that become a hexagon, this is what it looks like on the back. And this is what it looks like just with the edges before the flower is put on. Let's see. And let's see. Does it matter how you assemble to make it easy? Oh no, you got lots of different options. That's why I did show you on the coloring pages. The easiest way to assemble it would be just like hexagons like this, right? And another option, if you just want to do a smaller project with, let's say, 7 dilly flower hexagons, then you could do something like this. Here we go. And you just have setting diamonds to fill in the edges to turn it into a complete hexagon. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood. So Tammy said, no, I love glue basting. I'm just iffy about the bigger glue stick. Oh, yeah. Use the glue stick you prefer. I just don't mind using this at all. I've had projects from like years ago that were glue pasted with this, and they're still sitting in my UFO list, and they're still fine. Yeah, no fading, no discoloration. So yeah, experiment with your glue sticks. And depending on where in the world you are, you might not find Elmer's glue sticks. These are just school glue sticks that are washable and non-toxic. So if it washes out, I'm a okay with it. And I think most kid glue sticks, they're non-toxic. Because, yeah, kids nibble on these, right? Do they? Do kids nibble on these? I don't know. But yeah, you want to try to find something that's non-toxic and is washable. And if it has some color, it just makes it easier to place versus the clear glue sticks. You don't really always see where you're placing the glue. So that's the only difference. Uh, let's see if I'm missing anything here. So for next week, I would love to see you guys share, especially those that have 7 at least. I don't know. I'm not sure which layout you have decided on, but if you're going to put in your setting diamonds and triangles, I would love to see even just a mock-up or, your coloring page, what you were thinking of doing. That's what coloring pages are good for. You can just experiment and see like, yeah, is this something I want? No, you don't have to take too much time making everything and then deciding, right? So it'll save you a lot of time with the final design layout that you might have in mind. Let's see here. I think I got everyone's questions. I did. And no major tech snafus today. I'm just so happy. Ah, I'm gonna give it a few minutes just to see if you have any questions. And if not, you can always find this as a replay on YouTube channel, and it is in the Facebook group too, at least until April 22nd. And from there on, we'll be just having everyone come to YouTube instead, since it won't let me live stream into Facebook starting that day. But I'll give you guys a notice. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So I know that you can also buy a tip for the Elmer's glue stick. So I know, let's see, Deborah bought one, Lucy bought one. Who else bought one? I know, I'll let the folks that bought it and used it share what they thought. But if you, I think you can search inside the Facebook group too, Tammy. What was it called? Glue stick tip or glue yeah, glue stick tip. I think if you search for that, you can find people's thoughts and reviews inside the group, the folks that did try it. So yeah, it's some people love it. I've had friends that they're like loving it, and then I have friends that hate it. So I guess you're gonna have to try it, see if you like it. Yeah, but yeah, you can check the Facebook group. We got quite a few, several posts of folks that tried it and what they thought pros and cons were. Ah, yes, Nancy, I think it is. Excuse me. And the Facebook user asked, "Is the Dilly pattern a download?" You can find paper pieces, pre-cut paper pieces, acrylic templates, and digital downloads. Yeah, we got the whole thing shipping. But if you go to my shop instead of Etsy shop, you have more options as far as the digital download version goes. Let's go. Here's the link to my shop. Yes. Oh, so Julie says it's Tim Holtz. Ooh, I thought Tim Holtz were more on the pricey sides too. But yeah, there's a 3-pack at Hobby Lobby, you said? I must go and take a peekaboo. So it includes the small, medium, and large, Julie? Let's see. Facebook user said, Dilly, hey! Okay, it's a fancy tea. I think I missed something. Let's see. Oh, and Anne said, I did a 2-inch Dilly flower and I found that it was difficult to do the background with the 1/4-inch seam. Oh, yeah, if it is, then you can always add a little on the fabric if it's 3/8 of an inch that you feel more comfortable. Definitely options. I prefer 1/4-inch, but then yeah, for some bigger pieces, I'll go up to 3/8 of an inch seam allowance just to give myself a little more wiggle room. But if it's like a fabric that I bought that was super duper expensive, and I'm like trying to squeeze in as many pieces as possible, I'm like 1/4-inch seam allowance it is. and I'll make it work, right? So yeah, definitely play around with a 1/4 inch and 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, especially for bigger pieces. The bigger it is, the more room you want to have the piece move around a little bit. And 1/4 inch doesn't give you too much flexibility, especially on bigger pieces. And 3/8 of an inch seam allowance will give you a little more wiggle room to I mean, place the piece a little off center, maybe, like, so that you still have enough fabric to baste over the paper piece. Let's see. And Julie says, Nancy, you haven't done any Dilly fries yet? They're so addictive. Uh, Nancy, see you next week. Bye. Oh, so Julie says, no, the scissors come separate in 3 sizes. Oh, okay, so it's not 3 pack. But that's nice that you can still find it in the shop. That's really good. That's good to know. So if you're looking for sharp scissors, something similar to this, Tim holds at Hobby Lobby. Let's see. Oh, Nancy's been busy knitting. Yeah, makes totally sense. Total sense. All right. So I don't see any questions. If you do have follow-up questions and you're watching the replay, you're more than welcome to ask underneath in the comments on YouTube. Or much better yet, come join us inside the EPP Society Facebook group where all the participants are sharing their progress photos. And we got all the experienced EPPers in there as well that have been joining here in the live stream, and they can help you out as well. And I hope to see you either inside the EPP Society on Facebook or next week on YouTube. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.